Hello dear learner, welcome back to the Zoom Chemistry Hub. Today with another interesting and fascinating video in which we will learn and discuss how can we distinguish saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. So let's start. We can differentiate saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons by a test known as a bromine water test. It is also known as the bromination. So its basic principle is that this test is used for the distinguish of unsaturated and saturated hydrocarbon. First we take an example. We take two test tubes, test tube A and test tube B. In this test tube, in these two we take unsaturated and saturated or hydrocarbons, but we do not know which tubes contain saturated and which tube contains unsaturated. Then we take bromine water solution and we pour one by one in these two test tubes. First, in test tube A we add this bromine water, and then we add this bromine water solution into test tube B. Then we observe that in the test tube which contain A contain unsaturated hydrocarbons, then the color of bromine water, which is a reddish brown color, will disappear. So here in the test tube A, the hydrocarbons are unsaturated, that is alkene. And if we see in the test tube B, there is no any change in the color of the bromine water solution. So in the test tube B, the color of bromine water is not changed. So here in this test tube, the hydrocarbon is saturated, that is alkane, having single bond. And here in the test tube A, the hydrocarbon is unsaturated, containing double bond. So in this way we can distinguish the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons by the bromination test. So the principle that it has the principle that is unsaturated hydrocarbons, alkene and alkyne, contain double or triple bond that dechlorize the bromine water, while saturated hydrocarbons, that is alkane, do not dechlorize the bromine water. And observe what are observation when we add the bromine water into the hydrocarbons. The unsaturated hydrocarbons change the color of bromine water, that is reddish brown to colorless, and saturated hydrocarbons did not change the color of bromine water, in which we can see that bromine water, when react with alkene having double bond, here bromine water react with alkene, here the double bond will break up, and by breaking of this bond it change into 1,2 dibromoethane. The next test to distinguish saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons has the Bayer test. And in the Bayer test we take the potassium permanganate, we make the acidified aqueous solution of potassium permanganate, and then we acidified KMnO4 react with alkene, it break the bond between the carbon atom. Here the bond will break, and by the breakage of this bond, KMnO4 react with this alkene and this alkene will join into ethylene glycol, that is 1,2 ethane diol. Here you can see the two OH group are attached with these with the adjacent carbon atom. In this way, the color of KMnO4, that is purple, will change into colorless. What is the principle of this biotest? In the biotest, the unsaturated hydrocarbons react with cold dilute potassium permanganate solution, which causing it to dechlorize. Here you can see that the color of potassium permanganate is purple, and this purple color is dechloralized by the ethene having double bond. And in the observation, we can see that if the purple color will disappear, the hydrocarbon is unsaturated, that is alkene. And if the purple color remains, the hydrocarbon is saturated, that is alkane, having single bond. So by this reaction we can differentiate the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. That's for all today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. And if you have any queries, please do write in the comment box. Thanks for watching.